It was the perfect alibi. Ironclad, unshakable. While a woman was being murdered in her suburban home, Michael Price was 300 miles away, his face clearly captured on CCTV, dining with clients. Every detective's instinct said he was innocent, but every forensic instinct whispered that he was guilty. This is the story of a case that was cold for years, until science learned to paint a portrait from a single drop of blood. The victim was Elena Torres, a successful architect found in her home office. The scene was brutal, but not a robbery. Nothing was taken. The only thing missing was a sense of motive. The only evidence was a struggle, a broken lamp, and on a shard of that ceramic, a tiny smear of blood that wasn't Elena's. The investigation immediately pointed to her ex-business partner, Michael Price. Their split had been acrimonious, fraught with lawsuits and bitter accusations. He had motive, but he had something better, an alibi. Security footage from a high-end restaurant in another state showed him laughing, eating, and signing a receipt at the exact time of the murder. Dozens of witnesses placed him there. He was physically incapable of committing the crime. The case went cold. Michael Price walked away. The blood on the lamp shard was tested. It was male, but it didn't match anyone in the criminal databases. The unknown DNA profile was filed away, a silent witness waiting for its moment to speak. 5 years passed. The case file gathered dust. Then, a detective with a stubborn streak requested a fresh look. The blood evidence was sent to a pioneering lab specializing in forensic DNA phenotyping. This isn't a DNA match like you see on TV. You need a suspect's DNA to compare it to. This was different. This science asked a revolutionary question. What did the person who left his DNA look like? The lab analyzed the code within that blood smear. They weren't looking for a name. They were looking for a face. They built a biological profile from the genes themselves. The report came back. The man who bled at the crime scene was of Western European descent. He had brown eyes, brown hair, and a fair skin tone. The analysis even suggested a high likelihood of freckles. It was a ghost, slowly coming into focus. But this description, it matched Michael Price perfectly. How could it? His alibi was undeniable. Had the science gotten it wrong? Or was there a terrifying, almost impossible explanation? The detectives were stumped. The science pointed to Price, but reality said he was elsewhere, until one investigator asked a question that cracked the case wide open. Does Michael Price have an identical twin? The answer was yes. His name was David. Separated at birth and raised in different states, they had only reconnected as adults. They were genetically identical. They shared the same DNA. David Price had no alibi, and when detectives tracked him down, they saw it immediately. He had the same face, the same brown eyes, the same hair, and on his cheek, a light dusting of freckles. Confronted with the DNA evidence in his brother's ironclad alibi, David's story unraveled. Michael had paid him. He knew his own DNA was not in any system. He knew his alibi was perfect. He believed he had committed the perfect crime, using his own genetic duplicate as a weapon. The identical twin, the one thing he thought was his greatest asset, became his ultimate downfall. The alibi that placed Michael in one city was the very thing that proved his brother was in another. Michael and David Price were both convicted for their roles in the murder of Elena Torres. The case set a legal precedent and sent shockwaves through the forensic world. It proved that no alibi is truly perfect. Because even when a suspect can be in two places at once, science can now look at a drop of blood and see the face of the person who left it behind. It forces us to ask, in a world of clones and genetic mirrors, what does identity truly mean? What do you think? Was this a flawless plan undone by evolving science? Or did the brothers make a crucial mistake? Could this happen again? Let us know your theories in the comments below. If you dare to look into the Mystery Crime Vault today, remember to subscribe and hit the bell, because every case is a clue and every mystery has a key. Until next time.